Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
Hello and welcome to Digitizing India, Cisco initiative in collaboration with CNBC TV 18. I'm Shireen Bhan. The rapid growth of the Indian IT and IT-enabled services sector has facilitated the digitization of India, and as the industry evolves, it is constantly innovating to find new verticals of growth. On this episode, we visit three companies, KPIT, Intelenet Global Services and Hinduja Global Solutions, to discover the various digital solutions that they've implemented to adapt to a changing industry and to connect with their young workforce.
1990s, the era of liberalization that saw India open its doors to the world, was the time a new industry was born in the country, its business process outsourcing sector. Availability of ample affordable talent, development of the telecom sector and favorable government policies led India to become the world's largest sourcing destination for the IT industry. Currently worth over $140 billion, it is projected to grow at 12 to 14% in FY 2016. But the last few years have seen other emerging nations like Indonesia, Philippines, Brazil and Vietnam rise as tough competitors. This has pushed the Indian IT sector to diversify into niche verticals like business process management, software development and SMAC, or social, mobile, analytics and cloud, that require more advanced skills. A large portion of the industry's workforce is India's tech-savvy youth in the age group of 25 to 30 years. The IT sector was quick to leverage this segment's technical skills by becoming an early adopter of every new technology like the internet, mobile, cloud, collaboration and video. In addition, the sector has also been mindful of offering a technologically enabled environment at work in order to improve employee efficiencies as well as work satisfaction. KPIT from Pune is a company that exemplifies this philosophy. Over 70% of its 11,000 employees are youngsters, and keeping this in mind, the company has implemented extensive digital solutions at its campus. Some of these enable transparent submission of suggestions to the administration, asset management, smart parking, and a smoother dining experience at the KPIT campus.
All our campuses are wireless campuses, so anybody coming to our campus gets the wireless high-end internet by default. And when they hooked onto our network, we have deployed the CXCO, CMX, the location-aware services. Using those services in our various applications, how it helps is they can locate the meeting room, they can locate the cabin, they can locate where is the person, and it can do a guided navigation to the person. In the smart campus, in addition to creating the experiences for the employees, what we also have done is all the building management systems are tightly integrated with each other, and we have set up a command center where we can monitor the real-time utilization of the energy consumption, how much is going for the HVAC, how much is going for the lighting and so on. And it is also getting integrated with the location-aware services, so you can have really the heat maps on the floors, and based on the people density on the floor, you can automatically switch on and switch off the cooling on the different floors.
Making the office smart with the help of technology is one aspect, but it is equally vital to smarten the procedures and mechanisms used by its workforce. Most employees are regular users of social media in their personal lives. To offer them a similar experience at work, the company has developed KPIT Tube, where employees can upload their own videos as well as hear from the leadership. The introduction of the K-Social app is another step in the same direction.
K-Social application is a single sticky application which gets integrated with the multiple systems. Like it is integrated with the Office 365 for emails and calendars, as well as on the enterprise Yammer piece, which is a social platform for KPIT. It is integrated with the SAP ERP, where all the approvals from various systems comes into the social application. It is also integrated with the third-party applications like what we have built as a K-Guest application, where any visitor is requesting for the appointment or any other information which flows into this application. So how it helps is it becomes a really a sticky application. So user need to go to only K-Social application to do all the work, whether it is approving the request or rejecting the request, and the workflows gets triggered into the respective system.
Digitization is also making client-facing employees more productive since they have access to regular client updates at their fingertips. The Customer 360 application makes it easy for an employee to know all the details of a customer organization and KPIT's interactions with it.
The important goal of a smart enterprise is to make every person in the organization productive. Let's take an example of an account manager or a salesperson who is on the floor. When he is in front of the customer, before meeting a new customer, he wanted to have a complete insight about that customer. We have built the Customer 360 application, where as a part of that they get the insight all about the customer, the news, the Twitter feeds, and it is not only the information, we are running the analytics and helping the user that to extract what is important and productive when he is in front of the customer.
Another benefit of making its campus smart is that KPIT serves as a testing ground for new innovations before it offers these to customer organizations. This practice helps the company convince clients of its proficiency in implementing the same solutions at their premises as well.
See, when we talk to our customers, what they are really looking at, improving the operational efficiency of the organization. They are looking at creating the differentiated experience, and also they are asking us that how KPIT can help them to create a digital products which they can take it to their end customers. Now KPIT has done it internally and transformed different processes. They visited our campus, they saw that how employees are delighted, and that is what they wanted to replicate in their business. So in this whole process, we have built the smart partnerships with the partners like Cisco and the overall ecosystem, where we go to any of our customers and provide them end-to-end solutions, whether to transform their business processes. We have digital products, we have a IoT platform, so if they are a manufacturing customers or if they are automotive customers, we can really take the data from their different machines and create the different innovative digital models for them.
In today's day and age, when technology is evolving at a rapid pace, businesses like KPIT are becoming flexible and acclimatizing themselves to the rapidly changing environment.
The biggest challenge is always in the mind, how to innovate in a digital world. With communication and information traveling faster, the world becomes smaller, and this has implications on how we conduct business. What is imperative is for enterprise to go and adapt and change their infrastructure. The second challenge is going to be around security. With an increasing digitized world, we will be more vulnerable to hacking. Once we recognize this, then the journey to a secure environment will begin.
The benefits of digitizing are very real for the IT industry. Increased productivity, cost efficiencies, saving time and enabling game-changing innovations are just some of the many advantages.
On that note, it's time for us to take a short break, but on the other side, we continue to explore the world of digital technology as we find out how Intelenet Global Services is facing traditional as well as modern challenges. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Digitizing India, Cisco initiative in collaboration with cnbc TV18. Now, the next company we explore is Intelenet Global Services. Founded in 2001, this leading BPO player is placing its bets on technologies that will redefine its future. Let's take a look.
Intelenet Global Services has an annual turnover of $430 million and is spread across 8 countries with a strength of over 55,000 employees. Like many other IT businesses, the majority of its employees is Generation Y and Z. In fact, the average age of its workforce is around 25 years. So how is the company evolving to cater to the working style of its young employees?
They get excited with the new way of connecting with the world, which is essentially handheld devices and social media. And we've had to change the way we interact with our employees. Traditional desktop-based interactions was no more being effective. So we've taken into a significant focus into channelizing our communication through mobility as well as social media. Our entire recruitment, for example, happens through the social media campaign. Also, we do what is called micro-training. Essentially, we make our big training modules into bite-sized training capsules and try and push them into employees' handheld devices, so they can learn them while they're on their go, or sometimes even over the weekend, versus traditionally trying to get them to a desktop to learn the knowledge for a particular process.
Over the last 15 years, Intelinet has seen technologies across its core functions evolve rapidly. The company has kept up with the pace of the changing IT environment by constantly updating and modifying its infrastructure.
If we have to look at BPO or BPM as a whole industry, there are three key ingredients. One is voice, other one is connectivity, third one is data. Invariably, you will find these are the three components which is actually running across all the domains. And if you take voice, it has evolved from TDM to IP over a period of time. Connectivity has moved from point to MPLS. And obviously, data infusion has happened through multiple channels. Now, if you see all the stack, Cisco has actually touched almost all the parts in the network. You talk about the network, you talk about the... So what we did with the Cisco is we could actually create the tenanted infrastructure, and which could help us securely create the infrastructure and allow us the business process. So this is part one of it. Second thing is, I think we bought the next generation firewalls, which actually allowed us to create the perimeter level security. We want to take this journey now from here to the next generation network, which is the software defined network, which is actually taking it to the next application-centric infrastructure.
The IT industry in India is maturing. This means that the set of challenges faced by companies today is very different from those in the early years. Prabhu Srinivasan, the Chief Strategy Officer at Intelenet, likes to divide these challenges into two baskets, traditional and new age.
Some of the traditional challenges which BPO organization faces around enabling outsourcing. So in the enabling outsourcing phase, we use technology for workflow, we use technology for CRMs, we use technology to improve our WAN architecture. We essentially connect it to the world globally. So lots of technology goes into serving some of these traditional challenges. Now, obviously, there is a complete disruption phase, and disruptions happening in two phases. One is obviously SMAC. Everybody is familiar with SMAC. And the new one now is robotics and cognitive computing. And we need to build technology to ensure we're abreast with our services along with these changes.
Over the next 5 years, Intelinet is aiming to more than double its revenue to $1 billion. But this growth won't come only from its BPO business. The company is counting on business process management and is eyeing a whole host of evolving global technologies to give its turnover this mammoth boost.
In New Horizon, we're focusing a lot on robotics. Hopefully, we'll have a partnership with a robotics company which will help us move towards replacing some of the workforce with robots. And I think that's very important for the future of the company. We're also doing a lot of work in analytics. It is called, the new buzzword now is hyper-personalization. And we're hoping to ensure we get there with analytics. And finally, with mobility, we're ensuring that we build extreme amount of transparency for our clients in the way we perform our operations. So whether there's a client on the go, whether it's in a tube station in the UK, or traveling in a cab in New York, he or she can look at their handheld and look at the performance of the company wherever they are.
The idea of this seamless customer experience across platforms needs robust digital infrastructure, a promise that the government is making with its ambitious Digital India mission. The initiative is opening new doors of opportunity for the IT sector, leaving the onus on businesses to truly innovate and surge ahead.
India will be the third largest IT market in Asia Pacific by 2016 and the second largest by 2018. This is a massive opportunity for all of us. Huge surge in mobile devices and internet connectivity will lead to deployment of massive networks and infrastructure, both in the private and the government. This is going to put a lot of pressure on enterprises to build fast, smart, intelligent and secure connections.
IT businesses have pretty much incorporated SMAC in their working and offerings. They are now gearing up to leverage the opportunities and face the challenges that robotics and cognitive computing have to offer, moving on to the next stage in the evolution of Indian IT.
On that note, it is time for us to take a short break, but on the other side, we'll find out how Hinduja Global Solutions has digitized its recruitment process as well as customer interaction. Stay tuned for that and more. Welcome Welcome back. You're watching Digitizing India, Cisco initiative in collaboration with cnbc TV 18. Our next company, Hinduja Global Solutions, started operations in Bengaluru in the year 2000 and is now present in 12 countries around the globe. Let's find out how it's evolved with the changing IT landscape and has adopted new technologies in many of its areas of operation.
$500 million company employing 40,000 people across 67 delivery centers globally, Hinduja Global Solutions or HGS provides BPM services across healthcare and telecom sectors along with a presence in e-commerce, retail and electronics as well. The company is constantly trying to offer a unified customer experience across geographies and time zones, and it is using digitization to accomplish this.
Our mission is to make our customers more competitive. How can we really make our customers more competitive? If you really look at, collaborating is the key for the whole success for our business. So we collaborate across the geographies. We give one HGS experience to all our customers. We use infrastructures which are connected across the globe. We have platforms which are connected across all the geos and all the cities where we work upon. We have various platforms which we have used for us to get connected. So infrastructure is the key. Telecommunication link is the key for us. Collaboration across all the geos are very, very important for us to really get our business delivered. The collaboration platform what we have built, Cisco, what we have built in India, gets connected to any platform. It works across the platforms. It is platform agnostic. It need not be that I need to have an MX in the other side also. I have an MX series of conferencing equipments, the whole collaboration platform in our office in the corporate where all the executive committee team sits around. We get connected to our team members in Canada and to the US. Cisco has collaborated with us in most of the journey in equipping all our offices with all these line of equipments what I told for delivering seamless experience to our customers.
In its 16 years of existence, HGS has retained 72% of its clients for over a decade. This undying customer loyalty has been achieved by moving with the times and broadening the scope of services offered so that all business process needs of the consumer are effortlessly fulfilled by a single company.
If we have such a customer base with us, we need to go back and do a value add to them. What are the value adds? When we go back to the value add for the customer, we need to really handle the digital way of handling their customer experience. So the customers may come in any channel. So we proactively go back, and if the customer is working on web, if they are working with their CMO's office and their CTO's office and CIO's office, we work with them in handling all their volumes. If you look at in terms of digital customer experience, we talk about chat as a service, we talk web as a service, we talk about robotics automation as a service. So these are all the services what we offer.
For a service provider organization, employees are its major asset. Companies invest heavily in training their employees before they start with their jobs. And the training continues at regular intervals to ensure that skills are always commensurate with changing requirements of the industry. HGS believes that the use of the digital medium can prove very beneficial in this area.
We are ensuring that the people are really skilled, upskilled at constant intervals. Using digital as a medium, we are skilling them so that we don't really ensure too much of money is spent, but we use digital as a medium to ensure that the people are trained, people are skilled, people are reskilled at the right point of time for them to be ready for handling the new way of giving experience to our end customers. So if you really look at, we have to embrace disruption. Innovation is the key. We have to consistently keep innovating, and while we keep innovating, we use the same employees who are the subject matter experts, as I said, to be a part of the journey with us. So they come out with new ideas.
And not just in reskilling, digital media is also extensively used for acquiring new talent. The 4 pillars of SMAC are a part of this process. The candidate uses social media to upload a profile and basic details, while mobile is used to conduct the face-to-face or voice interview. Analytics at the back end help the company hone its hiring process, while all the information is then stored in the cloud for the recruiter's easy access.
We work in terms of analytics softwares what we have deployed within our company is where are more and more employees available, where are more and more employees uploading their profile, which is the city which we need to look at, what type of skills are really coming, which is the recruiter who is really giving me more of employees, how much of diversity do we have, in which process we have the diversity, because the knowledge base is originated right from an employee's social media upload profile to the knowledge base of he joining us, and his experience is completely available. So we will use all this and do analytics to ensure that the information is available to the Chief People Officer, the Global HR Head. He will have all the information for him to take the decision.
Hinduja Global's mission of delighting its customers is driving the company to constantly innovate and offer a superior customer experience. And with the dawn of a new technological era, perhaps it's time for all IT businesses to revisit their future roadmaps.
The digital era brings with itself a world of endless opportunities. Elasticity of mind will define what can be accomplished. Almost all industries today are getting disrupted. The question is, are you a disruptor or are you being disrupted? I think today all enterprises need to rethink what their strategy is and what real value they bring to their customers in a digital world.
Heraclitus, the Greek philosopher, famously said that change is the only constant, a statement that is more than apt for the Indian IT industry. Living by this philosophy, IT and ITeS organizations are learning to be agile and nimble-footed and are embracing change to stay relevant in the new world economy.
With that, it's time for us to wrap up this episode. Do join the conversation on social media using the hashtag Cisco Digitizing India. Until next week, from the entire team, goodbye and many thanks for watching.
Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.